is up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone had an incredible April. This was a really fast month. It just like flew by, and I cooked up some very interesting and fun creations this month between crochet, a little bit of sewing, and a multimedia, mixed media project. A lot of fun things happened this month for me, so I'm excited to share that with you guys. Without further ado, this is everything that I created in the month of April. Let's start with crochet. So at the very end of March, I got really excited about vintage crochet patterns. I feel like my crochet skills just kind of got to the point where vintage patterns started making sense to me, and my personal favorite patterns are like all vintage whenever I see them. So the first vintage pattern that I made this month is this. So someone out there is gonna see this and be like, oh my God, my grandma had one of those in her kitchen. But this is a version of a 70s baby head doll hanging, wall hanging for the kitchen, I suppose is what they were for. These, I believe, were popular in like the 70s, and they're all made from like super bright 70s, you know, value acrylic yarn, but they intrigued me immediately because it's a baby doll head situation inside of like a ruffly, this is like a drawstring, so it's like a ruffle drawstring, and then there's a little button, and you attach, like, you can do coasters or pot holders or things like that. This is acrylic, so I don't know why you would use acrylic for a pot holder. That doesn't seem like a good idea to me, but this is simply decorative for me, so I just used the value acrylic that I had. But this is hanging in my kitchen now, and I'm obsessed. I ordered a lot of doll heads off of eBay, and I'm gonna be making more of these. I just think this is the most fun thing to hang in your kitchen. It's just so wacky. I've also seen some other vintage patterns for like doll face pillows. I'm gonna be making so many things. I have a box of doll heads in my garage now, so the possibilities are endless. I technically started this in March, but this is the first piece that I finished in April. The next crochet piece that I have to show you is, it's just so adorable. It just speaks for itself. I crocheted a clown outfit for my Cupid doll, and this is based on a vintage Impkins pattern. I'll link the pattern below if anyone's curious, but oh my gosh, this was so fun to make. It like fully comes off. There's button snaps in the back. Oh, haven't figured out how to keep her head on yet, or her hat on yet. Thankfully her head is staying on. But she's got this adorable clown ruffle situation going on, skirt, collar, sleeves, and hat. And she's got these cute, there's shoelaces under there too. She's so cute. She speaks for herself. My little clown, Cupid. I want to make her more outfits. So this was my first experience making clothing for a doll, which you might notice I have a naked Blythe doll right there. Video coming soon. She will be getting an outfit, okay? Because she's naked in all the background of my videos, and I'm like, girl, we need to clothe you. But this was my first experience making a doll outfit, and I had so much fun, and it worked up in just a couple of days. Vintage patterns just have a wonderful like kitschy feel to them. I just love 70s crochet vibes, clearly. Okay, so the third and final crochet piece that I have is actually a piece that I have recovered out of my crochet graveyard. So this is a piece that I made probably like close to a year ago, maybe like 10 months ago. This is a crochet vest that is made out of Hobby Lobby acrylic, this like variegated version of the I Love This yarn. And it didn't have the button on it, and it still had the ends when I grabbed her out of my graveyard. But as you can see, the armholes girl, what was I thinking? This is like what you do when you're a beginner and you don't understand. Like, what is that? Why did I think that I needed an armhole that size? Anyways, I was going through my graveyard of crochet pieces that I've never finished, and I just saw this and I was like, this is a basically finished vest. I just need to do the finishings and it'll be good to go. And so I pulled her out. I gave her this big yellow button and I styled it with like a button down underneath, and it's actually a really cool, like oversized, giving like art teacher vibes, this oversized with like a striped button down underneath. And so I gave her new life, and I've worn her a handful of times this month, and I don't know, I mean, the fit sucks, but it's a testament to how far I've come in my crochet journey, and there's no reason to be afraid of her. I think I should wear her, celebrate my journey, and get some use out of this piece. So that is the third crochet piece that I made in April. The time has come to talk about, I think, the largest thing that I've ever made in my life. So this is, well, I'm lovingly calling him Tiny. This is my 9-foot long velvet worm that I sewed out of fleece this month. I mean, he just goes on forever. Tiny was such a fun piece to make. He's made completely out of just like value fleece, the anti-pill fleece, and he has 32 legs, and they're gorgeous, and these little antennas, which are giving more like shrimp crawfish vibes, but they're so cute. And he's 9 feet long, and he sits over the back of my couch. If you want to make yourself a Tiny, I will link the pattern that I used below. Y'all, we need to populate the earth with 9-foot long velvet worms made of fleece, so please make your own. I like to hold him like this. Tiny is the only sewing piece that I made this month, and I mean, how could I top him? Okay, we have come to the final thing that I made this month. I'll just show you. So this is the final thing that I made in April, and this is a replica of a puppet at Bob Baker Marionette Theater named Birthday Cake, and I made her out of styrofoam, spackle, and air dry clay, and then the candles are just painted candles. I got this mini red wagon, which I'll insert a photo of what she looks like, but this is my replica that I made. This was such a journey. Like, I've never made anything like this before, you know, trying to like replicate a puppet, and it was truly an amazing experience. I sculpted her eyes, nose, and cheeks and little marionette mouth out of air dry clay, and then I painted the eyes and the facial features, and then I did like a decorative piping all the way around her to match the way that she looks, and I put a lace trim to look like a little doily like she sits on, and I put her in this mini red wagon. She's just a replica, just from my house. Everything except the vest that I made this month had a face, which is very on brand for me. That is about it. That's everything that I made in the month of April. Let me know what item that I made is your favorite. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you think these things are cool and want to see me make more things. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye!